can't propose first.
Holly has a plan for everything.
Whoa.
Until everything falls apart. And she's charmed
Jake.
into living in the moment.
At your service.
Guess I'm stuck here in Christmas Wonderland.
Oh, no. Give me the tour. I insist.
No looking back.
But what if...
Life shouldn't be about the what ifs, it should be about the what nows.
All new holiday movie, Beaus of Holly, on Ion Television. Your home for the holidays.
Teresa Perkins, editor-host of Exposure Spotlight Magazine, where your voice matters. I am honored today because I have an incredibly special guest. She is an actress, best known for playing the role of Claire Kyle in the sitcom My Wife and Kids, and her film roles in You Got Served and Johnson Family Vacation. She is officially the Queen of Christmas with 3 movies dropping this month. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Jennifer Freeman. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much for such a great introduction.
Look, it's my pleasure. Look, I am so excited, and I am just waiting for everyone to learn more about Jennifer Freeman. So to get started here, can you tell us, well, let me just say this. You are definitely all about spreading the holiday cheer and making sure that even if we are quarantining at home, that we can kind of spend Christmas with you by watching one of your 3 movies that you're dropping this month, which is, or which are rather, Beaus of Holly, The Business of Christmas, and The Christmas Kiss. So can you tell us about those movies, please?
Yes, so I'm so excited, and I feel so blessed to have been able to do 3 Christmas movies, you know, this year during a pandemic. We filmed them all during this year, so so I feel really blessed and fortunate to be able to have, you know, it's always great to be able to do what you love to do for a living. Being an artist, being an actress, but this year was even more special. So The Business of Christmas, which is on BET Plus, and that is out now, starring myself and also Daphne Reed, Lawrence Robinson, just a really great cast. So that's about a family who they have a family business, and it's not doing so well, and it's Christmas, and the parents call their kids, who are all grown, and, you know, see what they're doing for Christmas, and everyone's too busy. Then there happens to be a health scare in the family, and then they have to come home for Christmas. And so I really love this movie because I think it's really relevant to, you know, to this year of not waiting until something really bad happens to really be with your loved ones and tell them that you love them, and just what's really important in life. What are the priorities, you know? Your job, you know, your accomplishments, all that stuff. It really doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. Relationships and family and those memories that you make with, you know, your loved ones, those are the things that are really important. So I think that's a really special movie. I'm really excited about that. And I just heard that we're going to be doing a sequel to that next year, so that's very exciting.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. So, and then the next one on BET Plus that is out now as well is called The Christmas Kiss. That is a really cute movie, stars Layla Odom, Golden Brooks, and also Taja V. Simpson. All just great actresses. I love them. And so that movie is about a quirky assistant played by Layla Odom's character, and she gets made over by her best friends for the night.
Okay.
And, you know, we make her over, and she looks amazing. And she ends up in the elevator, and she kisses this amazing guy. And he doesn't, you know that she's obviously been made over. She goes to work the next day, and she finds out that that guy that she kissed in the elevator is actually her boss's boyfriend. So it's a little, interesting. It's kind of a play, like a twist on Cinderella.
Okay.
It's about, and it's also about just girlfriends, supporting one another, which I totally love. So I think that has a really good message to it. It's super cute. And then I have Beaus of Holly, which is on Ion Television. That is going to be next airing on Christmas Eve, actually.
Okay, great.
And so Beaus of Holly is about Holly. Holly is a type A personality. She has a greeting card store. She has like the next 5 years planned out to a T. So she decides it is time for me to get married to my boyfriend. We discussed marriage. This is what we need to do. So I'm just going to propose. I'm going to go ahead and get this ball rolling, and I'm going to propose. She proposes. She, plans this amazing Christmas vacation, not even considering that he could possibly say no. He says no, and she is still forced to go on the vacation that she planned, but it turns out to be the best thing that could have ever happened to her on that journey. And it's just a super cute movie.
It sounds like it.
Thank you. All of them are so different. They just are really cute stories that happen to be set at Christmas. So yeah, I'm really proud of all of them.
That is really great. Now, let me ask you this. How did you end up getting the lead roles in those films?
My agent, I got them through my agent, and they just asked me to look at the script. I read the scripts, and I just thought they were such cute movies. They were movies that I would watch. So I was like, absolutely, I am going to do these movies because my daughter and we love Christmas. It's our favorite holiday. And so we just, we eat cookies, we bake all kinds of things during the holiday usually, and we just watch Christmas movies. So it was really cool that I got to do all of these Christmas movies, and they're movies awesome. I can watch with my daughter, so
yes, that is so awesome. So proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm truly honored to have this opportunity to have a conversation with you as well. Now, what is it that you like most about filming those movies? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I think the best thing that I love filming these movies specifically this year was knowing that we were going to be able to put something that was going to be bright, that was going to be light and bring joy to people, during such a difficult season, a difficult year, and so I think that was, the inspiration for we're coming together, we're doing something that we obviously love to do, but, we're going to be able to put something positive out into the world. And so, that's a good feeling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you guys, did you all film this movie before the pandemic, or were you filming during the time of that as well?
We filmed all of these movies during the pandemic. So it was definitely an interesting experience. There's safety precautions that they have now that obviously we didn't have before, that we are, all getting used to, but it's a really, safe environment. They test you before you get the, job. Then mm-hmm. They test you, they test everyone, cast, crew, production, everyone that's going to be a part of the production. They test them every other morning. So if someone comes up positive, then they shut down the whole production and everyone has to quarantine. But thankfully no show no movie that I was on, that happened. But I think it's just everyone is, thankful to be working and so I think everyone is being responsible, when they go home and just, doing, what, it's a blessing to be able to do what you love to do, especially through a pandemic.
Yes, right.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Now you got served, right?
I was, yes.
Look, that group, I think about B2K, my daughter, she just loves them, okay? But tell us, how was it, or how it was being a part of such a popular cult classic?
I mean, it's, you know, it's surreal, I guess, because I don't think of it like that. You know, we were all friends at the time, and we made a movie, but it didn't even feel like we were making a movie. You know, it was just a really fun, we just had such a fun time. And I don't think any of us knew the impact that it was going to make. You know, we just were having fun. They loved dancing. They were always so good at dancing, just, you know, and so just to see it now, and so many people really enjoy it the way that they do is really amazing.
Yeah.
It's really a blessing.
Yeah, right. So do you think that there would ever be another You Got Served sequel? Or would you
I
expect?
will never say never, but I would totally be open to that, you know, if the right script came about. And yeah, I mean, I think that would be fun. I don't, you know, I think it would be fun to get everyone together again.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm sure a lot of other people that admires them as well would love to see them in action. Now, you have done a lot in your career, starting out at a very early age. Would you say what role that you have actually played that has pushed you as an artist, and why?
I think that 2021 is the year that I will really expand uh, like my craft, explore my craft a bit more. I think that's something that I really desire, is to do something that will make me stretch more and I can go deeper in my craft. And I haven't really fully gotten a chance to do something like that. So this year I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do. You know, sitting with all this time we had, I was like, what do I want to do next? What's up next for me? And so I definitely think that you will be able to see that next year for me. And I also am excited about 2021 being a year that I really go into my purpose work. I really feel strongly about just being free and really talking about what that really means to specifically to myself and what specifically means to each person. You know, defining freedom is different for everyone. But I think mental health, emotional health, spiritual health is so important. And I want to have more conversations about that. And so I'm starting the Be Free podcast next year.
Wow. Okay.
Next year. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. So I think next year, I'm going to, you know, that's what you can be looking forward to next year.
All right. Well, look, can you tell us a little bit more about the podcast so people can be, you know, hyped up and ready to see it next year?
Yeah. So, like I said, it's called the Be Free podcast. I'm going to be interviewing different people, my friends, or different people, even just people who have helped me along my journey to becoming free. For people who don't know, I went on a journey of self-discovery and trying to figure out. I came to a point where I didn't really love myself, and I wanted to understand what got me to that place. And so I just went on this journey with God, and I was like, I am going to be different. I'm going to sit with myself. I'm going to figure out why I don't love myself, and I'm going to overcome this. And so that journey led me on to write a book. I wrote a book called Journey to Loving Myself, a 21-day devotional. And I just talk about my story, and I talk about the different things that God brought me through. And in my self-image, my self-worth, my self-esteem, you know, I think it's really easy to go through the motions of life and, you know, stuff down hurts and different things that have affected you. You know, us women, we're super women. We can just keep going, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's really important to acknowledge, you know, hurts and trauma and different things so that we can be, you know, healthy individuals for ourselves, but also for our children. So that is a big inspiration for me to, to really start this podcast, because I think, what we're all dealing with is so overwhelming, and I really want to be able to have conversations with different people, different walks of life that have overcome different things, and different people can relate to their stories of how they overcame whatever it was in their life.
That is great. Look, Jennifer, that's amazing that you mentioned, how you felt about yourself. But on that note, many people will look at you and see you on TV and say, she is beautiful. And truly, you are gorgeous. Okay.
So are you.
Yeah. And they think you have it all together. Can you tell us about your own self-discovery journey from dealing with depression, self-love, and what you can share to help other women who may be going through the same thing or dealing with the same thing?
I think that it's really, like I said, women, we can just keep going through life and not really acknowledge the things that have happened to us and kind of deal with it and stuff it down somewhere inside. And then ultimately that's going to come out in some way, shape, or form in your life, whether it's depression and then it's not knowing, why, what is the root of that depression? Why are you sad? But it was something that you hadn't dealt with, that, stuff down in your heart from 10 years ago, or unforgiveness, or any of those things. So I think it's, my advice is to really be self-aware and do self-reflection. Prayer, or just sitting quietly with yourself and your thoughts and checking in with you. It's really, really important to do that daily, if you can. And I also think that it's like, for me, I took a break from the industry, and I think a lot of people, would say, oh, I can't take a break, but I just think that, you have to do what's important for you, right. And I think not being afraid to take that time out for yourself and take care of yourself, you putting yourself first, because if you're not right, then then no one else is going to be right in your life either. You can't, give something that you don't have. So that is my advice.
Yeah. Now, and that's a good advice. Very good advice. Now, we read somewhere that you were practicing celibacy. And what was the motivation behind that?
The motivation behind that was I was on this healing journey, and I really wanted to be whole before I was with anyone else in that way. I didn't want to date anyone. I just really wanted to love myself and allow God to love me, and to be okay with that. And I wanted to heal from all of the things that I've been through. And so that was really, that was really the motivation for that. And I'm really thankful that I did go on that process, because I think that really, the wholeness and the peace that I have now, it was definitely worth it.
Okay. Now, what does your Mr. Right possess? And what is
my
a
Mr. Right
in your relationship for you? So, because nothing is going to take place until he comes along, correct?
Yes. So I think that it's just a man who's on the same journey as me. And not to say it's like celibacy or anything like that, but just on the same journey with, loving God, a guy that really loves God, a God that holds himself accountable, and that is a person of integrity, and who loves life. I want to have fun.
Yes,
I'm a fun person. So I don't want them to be, super serious and boring either. So, I think that those, I'm looking for a partner, to do life with. And so, yeah.
That is great, girl. You got it going on, okay? But, I'm excited. I really am. And just so grateful to sit here and have this conversation with you because you have a lot of information to share. This year has been a lot, right? For so many people and for so many different reasons, which is the pandemic. And, of course, we went through and still is the racism and all of that. What have you learned or discovered this year with everything that is happening in the world? You as a mother, as well as an actress.
What have I discovered? I think it's being just really grateful for my life, for my family, for my loved ones. And I know that sounds really simple, but I just think this year, I've always been really thankful for everyone in my life, but just for my friends, like for my community. I think we've all been so supportive of each other, and that's what's really important in life. The people, the relationships, the memories that you've made together, people checking on you, and doing life with people. So I think that that's something that I'm really grateful for, closing out this year and then going into next year, knowing that I have a really great support system. As an actress, just really being thankful to be able to say as a career, I've been able to do what I love to do for a living, and through the pandemic, I think I've been really blessed and fortunate and to have the opportunities that I've had. And so I'm just really thankful.
That's great. Now, any plans for the holidays besides watching your movies?
No, we're going to play it super safe over here. We're just going to be low key. Maybe it'll be sunny outside and we'll take a bike ride or something, but just really baking. I love baking. That is my favorite thing to do. I love sweets. Anyone that knows me knows I love sweets. I love pies. I love cookies. I love brownies. I love everything. So we'll be doing a lot of baking and a lot of tasting. And watching Christmas movies and just, playing games and making new memories and just enjoying each other.
Yes. Now, you mentioned earlier, too, you have a daughter. Is that correct?
I do. I do.
And tell us about her, because from my understanding, she's a beautiful little girl. Her name is Bella. Is that correct?
Her name is Isabella, and she is 11 years old. She is so full of personality. She's so smart and she's so sweet. She wants to be a lawyer when she gets older, and she's definitely got the negotiating part down, let me tell you. So, but I really enjoy being a mom. I think it's one of the best things. Motherhood is just such a cool journey to be on. And I'm really thankful that I have a little girl, and she's almost as tall as me, which is crazy.
Really? Wow.
It's crazy. I'm like, how did this happen? But I'm not that tall. So, most people are taller than me.
How tall are you, by the way, if you don't mind?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're a beautiful 5'3".
Thank you. I like my height, but I'm like, wait a minute, Bella, stop growing.
What can we expect next for Jennifer Freeman in 2021? I know we have the podcast,
Yes.
but what else is there anything else that we can expect from Jennifer Freeman?
Yeah, well, the podcast is going to be a really big deal because I really feel like that's me going into my purpose work. So I'm really excited about that. And I will be uploading those to my YouTube channel as well, those episodes. And I hope to write another book. I'm going to be producing next year. I want to also stretch as an actress and do different roles that I haven't done before. So I am excited about 2021 and just exploring and whatever is next, and being open to that.
Well, great. Well, look, I enjoyed this conversation once again with you, Jennifer. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listening audience that they need to know about Jennifer Freeman?
Well, follow me on my Instagram, MSJEN Freeman, Freeman, to like just stay up to date with everything that I have going on. So I follow me on there, and then you can see what's next.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for this opportunity. Truly, I am so honored and feel so privileged as well
Thank
to
you.
interview such a beautiful person such as yourself. And not only that, an icon as well.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And just know that there are people that are out there that truly admires you. So I'm so excited about what you're doing, and we're looking forward to the films. And I'm just grateful and so excited again. And also, Jennifer, know this, that your voice matters. May God bless you.
May God bless you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Exposure Spotlight Magazine, bringing you the best in news, entertainment, music, beauty, fashion, celebrity interviews, political issues, spotlighting local and national businesses, health and fitness, inspirational morals and values. If you would like to be featured and have a story to share, give us a call at 225-394-7200 or email us at exposurespotlightmagazine@gmail.com. Again, you can reach us at 225-394-7200, where your voice matters. Exposure Spotlight Magazine.